if you take that option, it doesn't really excite you or not excite you. It's just kind of neutral, comfortable, safe. And that's usually what people take. That's why they flatline, or that's why they just kind of coast and plateau. And why most people's life, if you look at the people from your high school, a lot of them kind of live the same life. It's predictable. You kind of already knew what they were going to end up doing, being, exploring, da-da-da. They're still talking about the same things. Is because they choose the safe, calculable, comfortable road. And if they're smart, they don't go much lower than that. And so they end up decent, just like, oh, okay, I lived my life. So the option below, the option below that is one that not scares you, because the excitement can scare you too. Let's see. The more depressing option, that's more steeped in concern, more fear-based, more limitation-based, more lack-based. And it just kind of feels like, oh, I kind of don't want to do that, but it's okay. Or maybe I perceive that I have to. Or I don't believe much more is possible, and I just have to do this. I just have to get through this. Okay, fine. And then the last one is, or the lowest one of the 5 fingers on the hand, would be something that's just severely depressing, limiting, etc. So for any more choice point, you have these 5 options. The one above the main one is one that kind of elevates you. It's kind of exciting. It's like, oh, hey, you want to go see a movie tonight? Yeah, let's go see a movie tonight. Cool. I hadn't thought of that. Exciting. And this one is, let's ignite global awakening. And you're like, oh, shit, that sounds amazing. But you realize the indestructible, infinite nature of yourself directly in direct experience, that it's already here, already the case, then it's much easier to consistently choose the highest vibrational option because you know you're safe. And if you don't choose that, then the next bullet point or breadcrumb will start at that level of reality. Now you can coast here for a bit, or you can just do next breadcrumb, next breadcrumb. But if you choose this one, the 5 breadcrumbs will spring from that. Now your new baseline, which was a little lower than before, is now the central option. If you choose the lowest, now the highest is back to your baseline. It's not higher than where you were. See, excitement, passion, clarity, truth, calling, it's of a completely different order than your psychology, your feelings, your moods, your thoughts, your conditioning, your weak-minded decisions. How many of you are there? So who's calling the shots then? Simple. Brings you back to rigorous self-honesty. Yep, that's me. That's me choosing that that's what I am. I'm accepting that I'm my mood because I didn't do what I said I was going to do because I had a mood. So what I'm saying that I am is I am my mood. Let your word, let your choice define you so that you can, and initially it's uncomfortable, but then as you begin to crawl, and this can happen rapidly, as you begin to crawl out of your psychology, you really realize you get this very strong visceral confirmation that what you are is powerful beyond measure and that free will has nothing to do with psychology. And that your psychology no longer has to determine who you are, what you believe in, what you do, what you say, and so forth. Now you're a creator, a sub-creator, instead of just a human slave. And it doesn't at all have to look like anything I'm doing. It doesn't at all have to look like how I'm expressing that. You don't have to be on stage here shouting. You can bring it into the way that you take care of your children. You can never be known by another soul other than your family, and you can still apply this.